Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of the 2020 Vision 5-Day Challenge. I am Brandy Faithfeld, if you don't know it, and excited to be part of your journey of creating your new life vision on this new life track for this new decade that we are just entering into, and to utilize this powerful energy that we are stepping into right now for our greatest expression, that we can free ourselves from all limiting belief systems and programming and experiences we've had in our prior years. We put those onto a old life track, and we leave them behind in that old life track of 2019 and before. And we are now creating our new reality in this new life track, which will be our new reality. And so by now, you should have already done that clearing of the things that you are leaving behind in 2019, that you have made peace with, you have thanked them, and you have let them know that, and you have seen how they have limited you, and you have made a decision for yourself: no more. The buck stops here. This is not my reality. I give this back to my ancestors. I give this back to the culture. I give this back to where it belongs. It does not belong to me, and I am creating my reality from this powerful being that I know that I am, that is not bogged down with all of this limiting programming. So yes, by now you should have done all of that clearing, and you should have also gotten your dedicated notebook for 2020, and you should have now created your life vision, your vision for 2020, your vision for what your life is going to look like by 12/31/2020. So we are, let's say, beginning with the end in mind. We are creating in frames here of what the movie, if you will, our movie, is going to look like in the end frame on 12/31/2020. So you are going to write them down, and then you're going to create that in frame. And it's going to, have basically what that in frame is going to look like in 12/31/2020, and all of the feelings that you're going to feel, and the the words that you're going to hear. You're going to use all of your modalities to really kind of feel this vision inside of you. And it's really good to utilize colors that represent that kind of thing that you're creating, because colors create certain emotions for us. So that is what this is what you should have done yesterday. And if you haven't, then go ahead and do that. And so it could be, it'll be your first couple of pages with that you will be looking at every day. Hello, Anna. Hello, Scott. Welcome. And then what we're going to want to do today, after we have completed that, is now we want to create the new belief systems, the new belief systems, the new actions that this person who's going to be living this life would have, that need to have, to be able to live this life and to fulfill this vision. So what is it that you need to be, do, believe? What behaviors do you need to have? Actions you need to take to live this life vision? And you can create kind of even a whole new, kind of give this this new identity who's living this life a new name if you want to as well. That kind of represents that person. I know what I do is I actually go by my spiritual name, and my spiritual name, so not the name that my mother gave me, but my spiritual name is Divinity Grace, and I identify myself as that spirit living this life. And I have this even reminder, my little word right here is Divinity Grace, just to continue to remind myself that that's who I truly am and that's who I intended to operate in this world from, versus the identity that has been programmed and created since my conception from my surroundings. So hello, Beth. Good morning. Welcome to our day 3. So with that, you're going to create these new belief systems and behaviors. And a really good thing to do, besides, looking at this list that you're creating and going, okay, what belief systems, what actions, what behaviors does this person need to have that's different than the behaviors that the old person that I left in 2019 used to do? What is it that they need to do, see, believe? And a really great way to get clear on what those things are is to pull out that list that I told you to take a picture of that we were letting go in 2019. So if you have a couple of those pages like I do, pull that up, and now you're going to create new belief systems and behaviors that are the opposite of that are different than that. So for instance, and where you're going to want to put these, you're going to want to either put them in the next pages behind your vision, or on like the front kind of the front section, if you have a nice white section of your notebook, the inside of your notebook right here, so that you are seeing these every day too as you look at your intentions. And just to be clear, we often use the term goals, but really what these are intentions. We intend. It's far more powerful than a goal. We intend. We are kind of creating more from this intention. So for instance, if one of the things that you were giving up of people pleasing and getting approval from others, then maybe one of the things that you will put on here is that you are self-approved. You can put that you are self-approved, you are self-loved, and if you were having something where you were worried about what people will think, like rejection and judgment from others, then maybe you put well, self-approved is a really good one with that as well. But self-expressed. If there's things where you need to, speak your truth and be yourself and no longer let people's opinions limit you, then yes, maybe you put that you are expressed. And if one of your issues was procrastination, that you were letting go or being distracted or things like that, then perhaps what you put on your list is that you are focused, that you're deliberate, you're centered, you are consistent. If you are a planner, things like that. And you want to start everything with an I am. So right here we put the top I am, and you just, 2 dots, and then you list these things. So everything is, we are making statements to the universe. I am these things. If one of the things you're trying to get rid of limiting thinking or scarcity thinking, then maybe you are putting in there that I'm abundant. If you had a problem with receiving, you're always giving and always being a giver, I guess, then you want to state that you are available to receive. So things like that. So we want to create specific belief systems, statements, actions, behaviors that are totally aligned with this person living this vision. And that is completely different than the ones that were being lived, practiced, those bad habits and things like that we left behind in 2019. So, and then with this list, it's really helpful to, hello Beatrice, welcome. Hello Doug, nice to see you. It's really good to use like 3 to 4 keywords that are going to be the theme for your year that you'll always just kind of tap into when you're making decisions. Welcome Anita. So my 4 words for this person going to be creating this life, who's going to have these end results at the end of 12/31/2020 is focused, consistent, abundant, and expressed. So those are going to be my 4 keywords that are kind of encompassing everything that I really need to focus on to create this life experience that I'm choosing to live and create. So I think that is where we'll stop right now. And moving forward in the next couple of days, we're going to get more into the actual implementation of this. But right now we are just, clearing our energy, getting clarity on our vision for 2020. And then we are now creating the belief systems and the behaviors and like the energy framework that we need to now create and live this life moving forward. Okay, but tomorrow we are going to now start taking action on that. So if there's anything that you need to catch up on that you didn't complete yet, of leaving your stuff behind in 2019 and doing that process, that ceremony to clear that out. If you haven't fully gotten your journal, your dedicated notebook for 2020, and you haven't actually created this end frame yet for your vision, then we'll go ahead and do that. And then make sure that you now create your new belief systems and I am statements. and then get your 3 to 4 key words that are going to be the driver of all of your decisions, actions, behaviors towards this 2020 vision. So with that, have a beautiful second day of this 2020 new year, new decade, new life, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Happy New Year, happy new decade. Bye for now.